In this video, the Costa Rica DIMEX card, officially known as the Documento de Identidad Migratorio para Extranjeros, it's a must-have identification for foreign residents in this beautiful Central American nation. Introduced in 2008 under Costa Rica's immigration reforms, the DIMEX, D-I-M-E-X, is a secure credit card-sized ID with a 12-digit number, your photo, your signature, your biometric data, issued by the Dirección General de Migración y Extranjería, or DGME. It's essential for accessing services and proving legal residency, whether you're a retiree, investor, or family member of a Costa Rican. In 2025, with digital enhancements like QR-coded PDFs and streamlined renewals, the DIMEX remains a cornerstone for expats in Costa Rica. This video will break down what the DIMEX is, its benefits, who qualifies, the application process step by step, validity and renewal, potential drawbacks, and practical tips to navigate it smoothly. All info is current for 2025, but immigration rules can shift. So check government websites or speak to a specialist like MyLatinLife. There's a link in the description to book a consultation with us and get all your questions answered and get residency, citizenship in Costa Rica, etc. So the DIMEX card is your proof of legal residency in Costa Rica, distinct from the cedula, which is the national ID for citizens. It's required for foreigners granted temporary or permanent residency, replacing older booklet-style permits phased out since 2008. The card includes your full name, your nationality, importantly, your birth date, and a unique ID number, with security features like holograms to prevent fraud. Since January 2023, Costa Rica has issued digital DIMEX cards alongside physical ones, delivered as PDFs with QR codes for instant verification, reflecting the DGME's push to modernize immigration services. This digital version can be stored on your phone, complementing the physical card, which is still mandatory for pickup. The DIMEX is tied to your residency category, also an important point. So whether you're temporary, permanent, or special residency status, and it grants access to essential services while proving your status at border controls or banks. The benefits of the DIMEX card make it indispensable for foreign residents in 2025. It's your key to accessing Costa Rica's public healthcare system, the Caja Costarricense de Seguro Social, or Caja, which provides affordable medical care, with over 90% of residents covered for services like doctor visits and hospitalizations. For banking, the DIMEX is mandatory for SINPE transfers, the SINPE, Costa Rica's electronic payment system, and for the opening of accounts with major banks like Banco de Costa Rica, a requirement since 2012 under anti-money laundering laws. It allows you to sign contracts, buy property, get a driver's license, or enroll children in schools. Over 15,000 foreign students rely on it annually, the DIMEX. At airports, it lets you use the faster Citizens and Residents immigration line and waives the need for a return ticket when entering, unlike tourists. For tax purposes, it supports territorial taxation, with 0% tax on foreign income, a huge draw for retirees and digital nomads. It also enables access to discounted resident rates at national parks, saving up to 80% compared to tourist fees. In 2025, the digital DIMEX enhances convenience, verifiable instantly by authorities or businesses, reducing reliance on carrying the physical card. So who qualifies for the DIMEX card in 2025? You must first be approved for residency under one of 5 main categories. The pensionado, this is kind of for retirees with $1,000 a month pension income, or the rentista category for fixed income of $2,500 a month for 2 years, the inversionista category for investors with $150,000 plus in assets, the vinculo, which is when you're married to or parent of a Costa Rican, or special categories like refugees. Each requires authenticated documents like birth certificates, criminal records, and proof of income or investment, apostilled via the Hague Convention. You need a valid passport, health insurance until Caja enrollment, and no serious criminal history. The DIMEX is issued only after residency approval, and all legal residents, including children, must obtain one. In 2025, the program is open to most nationalities, with over 200,000 foreign residents holding DIMEX cards, though those from sanctioned countries may face restrictions. No language or education requirements apply, making it accessible for diverse applicants. If you'd like to get the residency process started in Costa Rica, either via the Pensionado, Rentista, Inversionista, or Vinculo categories, MyLatinLife can help. Again, there's a link in the description to book a call with us, book a one-on-one consultation, and get the process started. Now let's walk through the application process for the DIMEX card step by step for 2025. It starts with residency approval, like we mentioned, and it ends with card issuance, typically taking 1 to 4 months post-approval, depending on processing and delivery, and really how on top of it you or your lawyer or fixer is. So step 1, secure residency approval. Apply through DGME or a consulate with a valid passport, apostilled birth certificate, criminal record, proof of income or investment, and a motivation letter. Temporary residency via marriage or investment takes 3 to 12 months. Permanent via family ties is faster. Use a lawyer for efficiency, as errors delay processing. Step 2, enroll in Caja. Once residency is approved, visit a local Caja office with your approval resolution, your passport, your proof of address, such as a utility bill or lease. Declare your income, complete a form, and make your first payment to essentially activate healthcare coverage, mandatory for DIMEX issuance. And there's sort of a science to how much you should be paying into the Caja based on your income. So that's something that your residency lawyer should be helping you with. Step 3, schedule a DIMEX appointment. Book via the Banco de Costa Rica website, or there's a couple phone numbers. There's a number of different branches. I believe you can go to Correos de Costa Rica post offices as well. Seniors over 65 have it even easier. I think they can show up without an appointment for same-day service. Step 4, prepare your documents. Bring your valid passport, your Caja payment receipt, your residency approval resolution, a typed sheet with your parents' full names and email address, and proof of residency category. All non-Spanish documents need certified translations. Step 5, attend the appointment. An officer will scan your documents, take your photo, your fingerprints, your signature, your biometrics essentially, and then issue you a receipt for tracking. A provider from a legal service can assist if hired. Step 6, collect your DIMEX. The physical card arrives at the post office in 1 to 4 months. You must pick it up within 30 days using the receipt. A digital DIMEX PDF with a QR code is emailed instantly, usable for most services while you're waiting. The process is streamlined, but requires precision with your documents to avoid delays. Costa Rica is slower than other countries, in my experience with these things, so that's why it's good to have a lawyer that can follow up on the process. The DIMEX card's validity depends on your residency. 2 years for temporary categories like Rentista or Pensionado, 3 to 5 years for permanent residency, and renewable indefinitely if you maintain status. Renewals follow a similar process. Book an appointment, submit updated documents, and attend for biometrics. Start 3 months before expiry to avoid fines, as delays past 3 months require a lawyer's letter explaining the lapse. Citizenship, achievable after 7 years for most, or 2 for those married to Costa Ricans, eliminates DIMEX renewals by granting a cedula. In 2025, digital renewals via the DGME portals are expanding, but physical pickup remains mandatory. And by the way, we have other videos on our channel talking about the citizenship process in Costa Rica. So please subscribe to the channel, check out some of the other Costa Rica videos on the channel. And while the DIMEX card is critical, there are some drawbacks in 2025. Processing can take months due to backlogs. 82,000 renewals and 15,000 pending applications were delayed in 2022, per some articles I found, though 2025 sees improvements. Older records may need manual updates to meet DIMEX standards, complicating renewals for long-term residents. Language barriers may exist as forms and interviews are in Spanish, requiring translators for non-speakers. And it's also going to require translations of your documents. Caja enrollment is mandatory. If you know anything about Costa Rica residency, you've heard of the Caja, and lapses in payments can block issuance or renewals of your DIMEX. The card doesn't grant work rights for temporary residents, limiting income options. You'll have to wait for a permanent residency to start working in Costa Rica. For U.S. citizens, FATCA reporting applies because it might say U.S. on your citizenship on your DIMEX card. If you have multiple passports, you might want to use a different passport than the U.S. So use your whatever you have, your Canadian passport, your European passport. Use that for your Costa Rica residency, as well as for your DIMEX card to make banking easier. Here's some more practical tips for getting and maintaining your DIMEX card in 2025. First, start residency early. Use a service for guidance to avoid errors. Again, link in the description to book a call to use our service. Second, apostille your documents in your home country via the Hague Convention offices to ensure validity. Third, hire a lawyer or agent. The specialist can streamline complex steps. There's a lot of work behind the scenes. Fourth tip, maintain Caja payments. Set up auto pay, if possible, to stay current, as lapses void applications. Fifth, book appointments early. Use the online portals for secure tracking. Sixth, keep digital copies. Store the PDF DIMEX in the cloud. Store the receipt in the cloud. Make copies of the receipt and all your Costa Rica documents. A few additional notes. In 2025, the digital DIMEX reduces physical card reliance, but always carry it or a copy for checks. For seniors over 65, the Ciudadano de Oro priority at DGME speeds issuance of these cards. Okay, so seniors, they get the golden citizen priority. If lost, if you lose your card, report it to DGME and reapply with a police report. So if you lose it, get an official police report because you'll need that when you report it. The DIMEX supports over 200,000 expats, with 70% of them from the US, Canada, and Europe, drawn by Costa Rica's biodiversity and stability. It pairs well with residency categories like rentista for tax-free foreign income. The Costa Rica DIMEX card is your gateway to legal residency and pura vida living. From healthcare to banking, it unlocks a vibrant life in a nation with 5% of the world's biodiversity and a top-tier quality of life index, as well as zero tax on foreign income if you play things right. That's the full guide to the Costa Rica DIMEX card. If you're applying or have experiences, share it in the comments below and give the video a thumbs up if this helped. Subscribe, check the other videos on our channel about Costa Rica residency and citizenship, and we'll see you in the next video.